Alright, welcome back, guys. So, we moved on to my next Mystic album. This is going to be 1935 to 66. Let's take a look at this guy. So, first, immediately, I got some random blocks plastered on here. Portland, something about collecting stamp slogan. Cleveland, Ohio, 96. A couple of different cancels on that. Don't know, January 1989, I think. This one's Navy. That's cool. It says Navy right there. This is actually pretty cool. Bronx County Stamp Club. So actually some pretty neat little cancels kind of right off the bat for that opening page there. Oh, I never even noticed. I guess somehow this one got damaged. This is just a random one, but oh well. So just a couple of different blocks sitting around. These aren't anything too special. Just some random space fillers that I have on here. And on to the first page, which actually happens to be blank. Okay, so on to second page, sorry. So 35 commemoratives. So this is Farley's Follies special printing. Like I said before, I absolutely love that they give you the information on the side. Basically, the Farley's Follies, if I'm not mistaken, Postmaster printed out a special and perforate sheets of these stamps that and released them to only certain people, and the whole stamp collecting community got pissed off and said, what the heck, we all want the stamps as well. And so he re-released a whole bunch of the same sheets so that everybody could have them. And they're basically these, these pretty scenic stamps. This one's Yosemite, but they're in perforate. That's what's special about them. So here's more Farley's Follies continued. This one says southeastern, I don't know, Indiana. Looks like an IA, maybe. So a couple there. Great Smoky Mountains, 92 postmark. This one's Crater Lake. Pretty cool. And yeah, like I could easily go and purchase all of these. None of these are expensive. Just by fate, I haven't ended up having all of them in here yet. So there would have been an example of a full and perforate sheet of Farley's Follies that I just haven't gotten that one yet. Special printing Farley's Follies, so I don't have that. I don't have this Farley's Follies either. This was actually kind of bare at the beginning. It's a little embarrassing, but just bear in mind, these are a lifelong project, and all of these ones are totally easy to get. So I have a few examples of what look like, actually, these don't even coincide with this. These are just some random space fillers I ended up slapping in here, I suppose. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. You guys can get a better look at these stamps here. So, there will be more, I promise. There you go. There's a start. Okay, so the ones on the last page were this Charter Oak stamp. So it's just some extras. Looks like I have some blocks canceled. This one's New York. This one looks like it says, I would say Boston, but that looks like a NTON, so maybe it's like Clinton or something. Hard to read that one too. So anyway, some space fillers on the side. This looks like somebody else had decided it was a rose violet. Different shades of these stamps. So these are cool. Lexington, North Carolina. This is nice. On a mail piece, Providence, Rhode Island. It does actually have a plate block tag here. This one's a Perfin. So this is if you haven't seen my last video of my earliest U.S. stamps, I stole these ones from a particular album where the guy, he layered them together so you could lift them up and take a look at the different shades. He was real big on shades. So 35 postmark. Kind of hard to read. That was a slogan that's cut off. This is mail early for blah blah blah. Something about best service or something probably. Mail early for Christmas probably. So there's some more shade variations. Boulder Dam. I assume they mean Boulder, Colorado, which was near where I grew up. And Boulder's a beautiful place. My God. You know, like Colorado itself is just stunningly beautiful, in my opinion. Put a little sticky note holder there to keep that up. So, okay. Here's where, yeah, you can tell. I did spend time on these. So their usual kind of common circle cancels. These are usually done with a rubber stamper, if I'm not mistaken. This is a little perfect little sheet here. Plate block. We've got some with the shade comparisons. This one is a Susan B. Anthony stamp, and the other individual was speculating about if there was not a period after the B. And Susan B. Anthony. I was looking at it and I don't see one either, so I don't know if that's like rare or not, but I really can't seem to find a dot after the B. Plate block tag. Ooh, I like this one. Pine Island, Minnesota. Big, beautiful rectangular cancel. This one is a slogan for savings bonds. Let's see, Washington, D.C. What is this? It says Rutland? Rutland VI, maybe? I'm not sure about that. This one's nice, New York. It says GPO, which I think is like the General Post Office's. My guess. Oh, even in the obliterator section, it says GPO as well. Pretty neat. Susan B. Yep. Well, there's one hidden here. Middletown, Rhode Island. Oh, Newport, Rhode Island. Then it says Middletown. Huh. I had one of my followers on this channel ask, "What's with all the purple? Why do they go so purple crazy at this point in time?" And the truth is, I have no idea. But after he said that, I was kind of thinking, you know, I've noticed, I mean, there's a lot of purple stamps, but here we go, different colors. But yeah, kind of around this early 1930s and stuff, a lot of purple stamps. Maybe purple has to do with royalty or something. Anyways, buy U.S. savings bonds, ask your postmaster. A bunch of plate blocks. Fill this whole side page out with plate blocks. Well, it looks like most are used. This one doesn't seem to be used. So cool. Okay, so we have several of these Sherman, Grant, and Sheridan stamps at the top. This one I said is deep purple. San Francisco, cancel. This one says Newport. It must be the same as the other one. Okay, some shades. Clearly can tell. I mean, I don't know if this one's toned. It does look like it might be toned some, but the other makes for a different shade. There's some different shades here. This says, address your mail to street and number. Fair advice. And these ones also are different shades. Just some random space fillers. West Point Academy. I did some learning about West Point. Hell of an institution. They basically make the best of the best. They're not just successful people, they're leaders, is what West Point makes. Frederick, 1940, I'm going to say 8 or 9. This one looks like an Ohio. Cancel. I have several of these guys stacked up in these slots. These are cool. So these are the kind of military commemoratives, Army, Navy. Alrighty. I see what I did this. I love it like this with a bunch of stamps. This is great. So I'll start with this guy. I love this one. San Francisco, California. Somebody was intelligent enough to cut out the corner a little. Sorry. And so you can see the whole thing, or cut out the paper and allow the postmark to stay. It says Golden Gate International Exposition, 1939 on this little pair. So that's a pretty cool little piece. I definitely like that. These are all just space fillers, plate block, random cancels. These ones on the bottom don't particularly look used. And that one's not a block, plate block, it's just a block. So here is, I'm just trying to find a camera angle to get the whole book in there in one shot if I can help it. There we go. So, let's see, Massachusetts, must be Boston, 1938 cancel. Let's see, York, so probably New York there. Plate block. Here we go with the purpley kind of stuff again. It's all purpley. I see Spring there, so maybe that's Springfield, Massachusetts, or I second guess, is it Massachusetts or Ohio? Might be a Springfield on both. Kind of the obliterator grid on these. A couple of blocks. Yeah, and these are just 37 commemoratives. So cool. A nice looking page. Okay, so the SPA convention in perforate. So it's just a convention souvenir sheet. I do have several, some kind of different cancellations. Looks like I've got a little piece there. I have many of these, about 6, plus some little piece additional. Okay, so the presidential series. Gosh, if I'm not mistaken, there was, I think, the stamp collecting president. What was his name? Oh boy, Roosevelt. He loved the presidential series. If I'm not wrong, I think it was Roosevelt. I'll have to double check. But anyway, yeah, this is, I think, a favorite series of a president of ours in the past, at least over here in the U.S. And looks like Church Street, New York, cancel 1945. That's a duplex. New York pre-cancel, and the actual cancel on here is letters and numbers. It says something 52. Interesting cancel on that. The kind of diagonal numerals and letters. I can't make out the letters, but I do see apostrophe 52. See, this is Great Falls, Montana, something, 1959. Excuse me. Some obliterated. New York, kind of smudged up, but definitely says New York cancel. This is another Church Street, New York cancel. This one's 55. There. You can just see all the different ones in the presidential series. This is what I'm talking about. I absolutely guarantee on my life that I've had these in my possession. I probably sold a bunch of them in my grab bags, this Madison and White House, because I've seen them many, many times. But through all the time that I've been doing all this stuff, I just never ended up somehow putting them in the album. So go figure. Bet this page would have been complete. There's an Albany, New York pre-cancel. Oh, pretty neat. Always like the colors on these. Okay, 38 presidential series. Looks like I got a little block up here. New York duplex says Wall Street right there in that middle of that grid cancel. That's pretty cool. Braddock, Pennsylvania. It's that guy. This is a pre-cancel. Says Compton, California. This one, 1954, something Maryland. It's that block. New York pre-cancel. Okay, this is Montague, Michigan. I like those rectangular worded cancels. Those are cool. Finally, some of my more, I guess, cherished. I love fancy cancels, and here's my, I think you call it concentric rings. I could be wrong. But a ring within a ring. New York, pre-canceled there. Yeah, pretty much none of these stamps have any real value. Like, they're all, 25-cent catalogs, so you sell them for like 10 cents a piece. So this is all super duper common stuff, all easily attainable, even though I don't have some. Let's see what we got. 38 Presidential Series still. So these are flat plate press, perforated 11. We got the kind of higher denominations here: $1, $2, and $5. Wilson, Harding, and Coolidge. Got a block here that's canceled. I can't quite read that. A little nice little vertical pair here with the kind of margins, the selvage. Cool. Alright, so 38 commemoratives. We stepped away from the presidential series. Just like a whole slew of these blocks of this landing of Swedes and Finns stamp, number 836. So all the same kind of rubber cancel. This one's Colonial Courthouse. I do have a block, and then I have a block of this Northwest Territory. So all these are used, nothing too crazy. This one has a slogan about buying the savings bonds. So pretty neat. Alrighty, so the rotary 1939 rotary coil stamps. So these are all coils. These are supposed to be vertical coils, so they should be perforated vertically. They are. So it all looks like I did good there. Something Virginia. Cool. I'm trying to find Rivermont. And this guy. Maybe that looks pretty similar. Rivermont, Virginia? I've never heard of Rivermont, but then again, I don't go traveling all over my state. This one is Providence. This little guy down at the bottom. And let's see, Florida. Something Park. Maybe it was College. Well, no, I don't know. Actually, just all I can really see is Park, FLA. So Florida, a little vertical. Pairs here. These, I tried for the most part not to cover up the words in this album, but sometimes I did. So this is, you just got to lift it up if you're looking at the album. Perforated 10 horizontally. So these are the horizontal coil stamps. And this one does have a slogan: "Don't wait, join civil defense now." Pretty cool. Providence, Rhode Island right there. This one looks like it says IND, so maybe Indiana. This one has a 1955 cancel. Providence, Rhode Island. This is Washington, Providence, Boston, Massachusetts, Providence again. So yeah, just a bunch of different blocks and a bunch of different coil stamps. Righty, onward, we have 1939 commemoratives. So here we got a plate block on number 858. Says we're 225. Duplex cancel here. Can't quite make out what it says. Something Wall Street Station on this stamp. Cancel there. San Francisco cancel. Golden Gate International Exposition on that guy. This one says Wall Street Station. Buy savings bonds, slogan, register or insure, slogan, cancel. This says, looks like East Cla, and then it cuts off, but it looks like it says, looks like Ohio. This is Chicago, Illinois, this guy. So a bunch of different cancels and stuff. And here we, going on again. These are all kind of purpley. Alright, so moving on. 1940. I've got a bunch of different blocks here. Actually, all of these are first day issue blocks. They're all first day issue cancels. Oh, sorry, except for that guy. So this is the only one that isn't a first day issue, but all of these are. I've got them laid out in just some extras and a nice little strip down here. Nothing too fancy, just kind of wavy line cancels. And yeah, these are the 1940 Famous American series. Do have several of these guys. Looks like each. This is a nice New York 1940 cancel, almost bullseye. And yeah, several duplicates and stuff. So. Carrying on with kind of the theme from last page, I do have more first day issue cancels. These all seem to be first day issue cancels. That one's so faint I can't quite tell, but it has the same exact lines as the other one, as if it were. Can't quite make out that guy, but American Poets. Missed page. 1940 American Educators. That's what these are. So I do have some first day issue blocks again. Another one. A lot of first day issue blocks. Scientists. First day issue blocks once again. Where did I find all those? New York, right there. Cancel. Another New York cancel, 1940. Dr. Walter Reed, Jane Addams. This is an kind of sprawling, or whatever, wavy line cancel. It says so it must be Arizona. Let's see what else we got. Composers. I have some blocks over here. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that guy. This one says, like it says Richmond, it maybe is Virginia. This is first day issue blocks here. All these. Pretty cool. Alrighty, artists. So another first day issue. This one's New York. First day issue. First day issue. Okay. A few first day issues. There's a tiny little circle. Thin, tiny little circle. Oval. Cancel. Kind of interesting. I don't see that one so small usually. That's weird. Oh, that's a first day issue as well. Thin oval cancel. This is RI. It must be Rhode Island. That one's kind of beat up. Yeah, so there's some artists. This should be quicker than the last video. A little less, kind of valuable gems to hover over. So a whole bunch of blocks. These are inventors. So this is first day issues right here. And then the rest of these are just canceled. So this one's New York, 1940. Can't tell. Those are mute cancels. Well, here's the kind of half of a rectangle. It says hook. And then there's a Y, so maybe New York. Somewhere in New York, maybe. West. I don't know, something, 1940. So there's American inventors. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? A bunch of different stuff. These are just 1940 commemoratives. Pretty sure that this one was maybe Church Street Annex. This cancel. This one's Philly. Slogan canceled. Join something. Oh, cool. This one was a New York World's Fair, 1940. That's a cool cancel. Chicago, Illinois. This is just a plate block of number 894. So it's worth $350 cat value. This is a New York cancel here, 1940. This one looks like it says Eastern or Western Nuvasar. I don't know. That's hard to read. Not the clearest cancels in the whole world. Okay, that must be Chicago. Some slogans. Saving time. Yeah, U.S. buy war savings bonds. Los Angeles, 1942. This one's New York. Grand Central Annex. It says GC in the middle of this kind of grid obliterator. Oh, cool. 1940. Okay. 1941. Commemoratives. 42 and 3. I have a note. This 905A is a light violet shade. And we have 904A, bright violet shade on this guy. The New York cancel. A lot of New York cancels in this. Let's see, Atlanta, Georgia. Federal Annex. Los Angeles, California on this block, and this one says Wheaton. Point Lookout on that. Pretty interesting. So this little mail piece here, New York, New York, says Canal Street Station, 1943. That's a nice little piece. These, let's see, this is Chicago, Jamestown, New York. This one's California. This one looks like Detroit, Michigan. Here. Some perfins and some slogans. So overall, not horrible. This is a semi-interesting postmarks on there, that's for sure. Okay, moving on. The Overrun Countries series here. So all the places the Germans took over. Philadelphia, Long Island, New York. Cancel on this block. Can't quite make that out. I think it's Oregon. This is California. It says Berkeley, California, 1943. This one is Portland, Oregon. That's a Washington cancel. San Francisco. I think. Oh, San Antonio. San Antonio. So yeah, these are all the different flags of the countries that were overrun. These are all just kind of mute cancels here, but we've got a Washington cancel. Can't really make a whole lot of Providence right there, Rhode Island. This is also Providence, Rhode Island, this guy. Kablam, a lot on this page. Okay, so a bunch of blocks. This is 44 commemoratives. Okay, Bothell, Washington. Looks like maybe 94. something Colorado. So that's Colorado. Minneapolis, Minnesota. This one's also Minneapolis. This is Kansas. This one is a slogan that looks cut off. Does like it says Central Annex somewhere. This one says Upper Darby, Pennsylvania on this block, this plate block. This one, definitely Pennsylvania, 1944. Not sure about the location. This is a 68 cancel. This one has a big circular cancel. It's actually probably hard to see through in this video through the camera, but it's actually really hard to see just sitting right in front of it anyways. But it kind of looks like 2015 cancel. So that'd be a pretty recent use of that stamp. When I send postage, I do like to use some of these old extras that I have, slap them on there. It's cool to use a stamp from back in the 40s or something today. Here we are 80 years later, still using the stamps. Okay, that's Annandale, Virginia. That's not far from me. Okay, Los Angeles. These are 1945 commemoratives, a bunch of military-oriented stamps. Makes sense, given that it was wartime. Church. I'm not sure. That's a 1970-something cancel on that. I see Hicksville on this cancel. Kankakee, and says ILI. It looks like Illinois. Kankakee, Illinois. If I'm saying that right, maybe it's Kanaki. I don't think so. Oh wait, it's Kankakee, or whatever. So Kankakee. Okie dokie. Let's see, Salt Lake City, Utah. That's a nice cancel. Even has the plate block number on the tag. Salvage there. Church Street Annex on these guys. A little bent corner. Navy, Army, Texas Statehood, Coast Guard. Cool stuff. I do always enjoy these. They're fun to look at. That's a New York cancel on that big strip of 3. A big old block of 6. What does this say? Michigan. Wow, kind of cool cancel there. 1989, Brighton, Minnesota. This is actually a cutout on a mail piece, so it's a first day issue. Big old block of 8. There. Terminal Station. Not sure where. Bunch of 46 commemoratives. Some slogan action here. Nice little plate block. Northern Virginia. That guy. That's where I live. We call it Nova. I live in Nova. So, okay. Big long horizontal strip here. This is New York. Cancel there. This looks like a Michigan cancel. It's pretty splotchy, but I can make that out. I'm guessing this is Massachusetts or something. Hard to read. Definitely New York. That one. New York again. I always love it when they have the little plate block and the salvage next to it. The extra tab. I like the look of that. So those are 47 commemoratives here. Okay, we got the exhibition souvenir sheet. It says mint never hinged with a crease on the bottom right. Well, it wouldn't be mint never hinged if it's got a crease on the bottom right, so I ought to scratch that up. That's what we call unused. So, in number 948, the 100th anniversary of first U.S. postage stamps. Yeah, very cool. Got a few of those. Boy, okay. 1948. Sorry for yawning, it's kind of early still. Let's see, Providence, 1989, canceled there. New York, 1948, it looks like. Daytona Beach block here. 1968, this cancel. Can't quite make it out. Massachusetts, right there. What is this? New Brighton, Minnesota. Nice, clear, deep black cancel here. 1989 on that piece. And there's a little words cut off. Mailing, something post permit. Interesting. Play block piece there. Here's a slogan. Hire the handicapped. It's good business. I don't remember ever seeing that. Actually, I know it's not the first time I've seen it because I put it in here, but I sure don't remember that. Okay, next. What are these? 48 commemoratives. Huntington Dun, Pennsylvania. Okay. This one has a pretty cool big purple circle cancel here. Hit all four of them with one big cancel. 1985. Not sure where it says it's from. We just have different variations on some of the cancels here. 1996, I think, cancel. Prince George's something. Looks like I'm going to say 83. Well, this one's actually pretty clear. Oklahoma City, Oregon. Church Street Station, New York, this guy. Something, I'm not sure. North, something, 1976. Kind of hard to read some of these postmarks. I can't always make them out clearly, that's for sure. So 48 commemoratives. Rock Island, Illinois. Gallisbury, Vermont, I think. What is this? Something. Hold on a second. WI, that Wisconsin? Someplace in Wisconsin. And interestingly, it's got this wavy lines, and it says mailers postmark permit number 2. Okay, that one's kind of unique. I don't think I've seen anything quite like that. Maybe I'll zoom in so you guys can get a look at that guy. You see that? Mailers postmark permit number 2. Pretty weird. That one definitely is an oddball postmark, in my opinion. I don't see many that look exactly like that. So, anyways. Anything cool over here? That's a slogan. Give to the Red Cross. Central Station. This looks like it says exposition, so... well, it looks like a slogan cancel. It either says exposition here, or it's something about early... maybe hard to say. I don't want to mislead anybody on what that says. I'm not sure. This is a Chicago cancel. New York, excuse me, New York cancel. Church Street Station cancel. Something, I can't tell, 89. It looks like California. Alright, 49 commemoratives. Middletown, New York. Just got a bunch of, well, for the most part, they're singles. I do have one vertical pair here with a duplex GPO. New Brighton, Minnesota, 1990. Is a slogan, save the easy blank, buy U.S. bonds blank, payroll saving, kind of cut off. I always liked this Annapolis Tercentenary stamp. I always thought that was kind of pretty. West Palm Beach, Florida, on that guy. This is San Francisco, 1995. $1950 commemoratives. Middletown. It looks like a whole bunch of blocks with Middletown. New York cancels 4 of them. This is a 1951 cancel from somewhere. So I got all these filled out. U.S. Savings Bond slogan. Nothing crazy, but a couple of ones with the plate block and the selvage. Pretty nice, not bad. '51 commemoratives. This stamp always cracks me up with this old country-looking guy, United Confederate Veterans Final Reunion. This stamp reminds me of a gentleman I used to work with named Tom, and he lives up in West Virginia. Him and his son Tommy would drive down, and all the way from West Virginia to us every day, and work with us fixing cars. And I'll be darned if this Confederate guy doesn't look like Tom. It's like a spitting image of Tom. So it's funny. Every time I see that, I think about Tom. Okay, so we got a big old block of 9 here. It says Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. It looks like an NJ. Kind of hard to make out. I'm not sure where Mountain Lakes is, but this is San Diego, 1997, on that block. Let me just got them all filled out. Actually, most of these look mint. That one's definitely used. 51 commemoratives. One random little Christmas seal up here from 1952. It's appropriate. 1952 commemoratives. A few plate blocks. We have a block of 6 kind of damaged on the side. New Jersey. Duplex cancel. These actually, for the most part, look unused. There definitely are some used ones. This one says, "This must be Smokey the Bear. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires." Growing up in Colorado, I was very familiar with Smokey. Okay, so 52 commemoratives. Big old block of 6 here. It's actually a plate block of 6. That's pretty cool. Used. 1933 Montana cancel. This is just a plate block of 4. This one doesn't even really truly belong here. I guess I was just filling some space. No big deal. Actually, this one doesn't either. None of these truly belong here, actually. Let's see, 1952. Yes, these all. I mean, they really mostly they look unused. Not bad. Okay, 53 commemoratives. Bedford, New York. Kind of rectangular cancel. Same here. This is a bigger block of 6. We just got some extras hanging out. Nice little plate block stamps. Bronx Central Station. That guy. And nothing much else to jumps out at me. Just nice plate blocks. I really do like them when they're like that. It's beautiful to me. Those are used as well. Even more plate block strips here. Different cancels. Some up there. This says Springfield. This is what would have been a slogan cancel. Some maybe notify your correspondence. Oh, the change of address. I bet you is what that says. Tell somebody if you change your address. Okay. This one's another slogan. Fight TB. Support your TB association, I think. With the Universal Tuberculosis Double Cross. '95 postmark. Yeah, those are 1953 commemoratives. As usual, I just love those plate blocks. It's beautiful. There's plate block numbers on there. Why not? You know, it's extra information. 1954, so I'll start over here. 1984, looks like Dayton, Ohio. Cancel. Another cancel there. These are kind of mute, I just can't read. Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Let's see. Excuse me. Church Street Station. So these are the 54 commemoratives. 1954 to 61 Liberty series. I've always did like this. I actually personally like this orange Benjamin Franklin stamp. I just like it, the shade of orange, I guess. Okay, well that's kind of cool. So this has a wavy line and then part of the actual CDS up there, but on the side here it's got these kind of blotchy square cancels too. So this is kind of like extra cancels on this guy. These intrigue me. Whatever that was, it's almost like it maybe could have said something in there, but I'm not sure. This one has that kind of checkered canceled there. This says Woodville, California on this guy. And this is Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio on this block of 6. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on this looks like almost like a booklet pane. Here, Daytona Beach, Florida, 92. Very clear cancel there. How well you guys can see that. But that's a nice Daytona. So Daytona Beach cancel. This is Grand Central Station, New York, on this block of 6. First day of issue block there. Okay, so there's a couple things I kind of want to show you up close here. So take a look at that. Excuse me. This cancel on this Franklin guy. It's like this. It says, employ the handicapped, ability counts, and this kind of gear cancellation. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I've ever seen that anywhere else. I might as well even show you up close those kind of square blocks I was talking about. You see that? They're intriguing. It's almost fancy cancel-esque. The way that those blocks look, it's just weird. They look like a cork cancel, almost. And then I do want to show you this one up close too, because this one kind of cracked me up. This Daytona Beach cancel. Look at 19,992. We're not quite there yet. You know, I was trying to understand, like, it doesn't look like a double imprint on this cancel. I mean, Daytona, the circle, the lines, it all seems pretty clear. And then even you'll notice, look at, I forgot everything. Look at ppm JAAN 19992. So I'm not sure what happened with the cancel there, but I wrote cool postmark. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I just don't see that a whole lot, so I thought that was pretty cool. So anyhow, a couple of neat cancels on that page. You just never know what you're going to come across, you know. So every now and then you just find something else, find something that kind of catches your eye, and those did it for me. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my camera back to where it needs to be. Get you guys a good view of it all. Cool. So yeah, these are the Liberty series, and I always have kind of like this series. I just think it's a cool series. Get that out of here. That's actually not a hair. That's a little tiny piece of plastic from me cutting these mounts. Get that out of there. First day issue. There's the ability counts. Handicap postmark again. I don't know if I noticed that there's actually 2 on this page. How about that? They must have been using that postmark during these years. I've got them all but that Mount Vernon, which totally easy to get. I don't know how I haven't put that in there. Okay. So, yeah, that rings a bell. This thing, Oxford, Ohio, 1959, first day issue, and it has a pretty cool kind of extra postmark here. Some kind of guy and a dove or something. I don't know what that is, but we'll see this kind of stuff coming up more, I think, in this album, with these kind of special ink stamps. They must be part of the whole first day issue thing. These little cachet stamps. New York cancel here. Loss. I'm not sure, actually. Maybe that was Florida. Liberty series. Haven't actually filled this out very well. Cincinnati. Right there. Can't quite tell. Charleston. Looks like Charleston to me, so maybe North Carolina. Minneapolis, Minnesota there. Looks like 57. Statue of Liberty. Terminal something. This was pre-canceled. Albany, New York. November 61. West Monroe, L.A. Los Angeles, I guess. So some blocks and stuff, and still haven't bothered to actually fill out the main ones, but those are all really common, easy to get. Piece of cake. I'll go pop $5, fill that page out, piece of cake. Okay, 54 to 65 Liberty Series Coil stamps. Now, I will mention, I personally, I really like this big block of 6 here. It's a plate block, actually, both of these, but this one has fairly legibly parcel post heavy letters here, so that's cool. This is like a big, massive purple newt cancel. This one's pre-canceled, Camden, New Jersey. Oh, this is a mint never hinged pair. Oh. Not bad, not bad. That's a used pair. 1955 commemoratives. New York. Not sure. That's California. Really faint cancel on that. Can't quite make any of those out, but nice looking blocks. First issue block there. now that I took a good look, I'm picking up on this gear tooth handicap slogan cancel over and over. I don't think I noticed it in here so much before. So here's 56. First day of issue. New York, New York. First day of issue. Some more with the tags. Reading, Pennsylvania. Always use your zip code. Mail early. Slogans. 1956 is the 5th International Philatelic Exhibition. Well, I don't seem to have that whole sheet. Looks like I snuck a little block of 754s here. Some perforate stamps there. 1957 commemoratives. First day of issue in New York. First day. Not sure what was going on with this cancel, kind of purple. Oh, so this one's kind of cool. Here, let me zoom in for this. Now, I found this postmark somewhat intriguing. New York 10, New York something something. Looks like maybe 1957. And you'll see here at the bottom this big cutoff of this, what would have been like, looks like a huge postmark. It says INSU, so I can only imagine insured mail. I just thought that with this and this, it's all kind of interesting looking stuff to me, so I like that one. That one's cool. Excuse me. 57 commemoratives there. Okay, moving on. Some more. 57 commemoratives. Honolulu, looks like I would guess. PND, paid PND Center. Yeah, Honolulu, yeah. 1998, so that's actually in Hawaii. First day issue block. Oh, here's another one. What are the odds? This one is cut off again with that, what would have been, it looks like a humongous insured stamp. This one's also New York. Okay, this is kind of neat. First day issue, Washington, 1957. It has some red words here. H. Johnson. I mean, I don't know what that would have read. Looks like INSON, or I can only really make out part of it. So this is first day of issue block. This says Florida. New York, New York. Probably 1994, it looks like. Another first day of issue block as well here. All right, 1958. We'll start on the side. First day of issue here. Kind of mute cancel. And I think this is Indiana. Jersey City, New Jersey. $1958, $59. That's nice. Ah, it's not like I was talking about. Excuse me. You'll see a fair bit in maybe not this album, but I think either this or the next one just has a lot of these somewhere. Being the first issue, it's got that additional cachet there. So yeah, it's just got the awesome additional stamp. I just really like that. I think those are cool. Nice little extra art. So stuff to look at. Okay, so West. That's kind of weird. This looks like it says West Southport. First issue there. I did that some in this album where if I didn't have the single but I had the block, I put it near, so it's like I still have the stamp. Like there it is. I just don't have it in the slot. So Daytona Beach. Can't quite tell. Something Berg. Okay, that's Daytona right there. Daytona Beach. So these postmarks are a little harder to read here. Oh yeah, so there was this one. Oh, bummer. Well, looks like one of them came loose. We'll have to try and fix that. So yeah, these are the ones with a whole bunch of special little ink stamps. I might as well zoom in again here so you can see them all. Okay. See, that one's just Oregon 1959 cancel, I think. But yeah, here we have our Washington cancel. Awesome little horse, first day issue, guy riding a horse. We have the same on these ones underneath, or this one. Pretty cool. And this other one, NATO, Alliance for Peace, first day issue. And we've also got this guy, Crescent, Pennsylvania. First day issue has a globe. Extra globe cancel, that's cool. And you can see that again over here, Crescent, Pennsylvania, pretty similar. Same stamp even. And then down here, so we've got the issues, but down at the bottom, I do have even more first day issue special cancels here. Nevada as the actual state. This International Chamber of Congress looks like 17 maybe. First day of issue. So yeah, those I always thought were neat. When I found them, I was like, wow, those are cool. Look at those extra designs on those first day issue cancels. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That one's kind of wanting to come out too. I need to adhere those a little better. Moving on. Oh, we have another one. First day issue. 1959, St. Lawrence Seaway, something with a trident, additional trident stamp. So, plate block, Daytona Beach, Florida, 92. Daytona Beach. This was a slogan. Looks like a Washington CDS. Something about conservation for a better environment. I don't know what that says. 1992. Those are 1959 commemoratives. Credo series. Alright. These actually look like they're all never hinged. Although I didn't write that down. 1960 commemoratives. Something Village, 82. Daytona Beach. Boy, I got a lot of those. Virginia. No, Daytona Beach, sorry. Daytona Beach, Florida. There's a slogan that says, pray for peace. Those are 1960 commemoratives there. Okay, so some plate blocks and some blocks. Huntingdon, Pennsylvania. This is Altoona, Pennsylvania. A little different. Just got multiples of these. Nice little page. 1960 commemoratives. Don't see any postmarks that jump out crazy. Well, this one kind of. Sandy Creek, New York. That's nice. That's a first day issue block. Yeah, just a bunch of extras. Oh, that's first day issue as well. '61 commemoratives. That was a slogan about using your zip code. This is a first day issue blog. Houston? Oh, no. No. B-A. I'm not sure. Oh, Barring, Illinois on this play block. Oh, it's not a play block. No, it's just a block. Huh. Oh, it is a play block, sorry. So a play block for Barringston, Illinois. Okay. Barringston. All right. That one is kind of tough to read. Let's see. Cattaraugus, New York. What is that? I don't know. Something New York. This one is talking about preventing forest fires on the slogan cancel. More 61 commemoratives. Got a plate block here. This is Buffalo, New York. This. Something oak. Not sure. New Castle, Pennsylvania, I think. 1962, more of those. So that's a first day issue block. First day issue. Daytona Beach, Florida. I like that. That's cool. Bunch of commemoratives, yeah. And the more recent we get, the more common these stamps are. Now these are all pretty common, but they're fun to look at, right? First day of issue, Daytona Beach, cancel. St. Leo, Florida? Weird. 1964. On this plate block. It's actually got 2 plate block numbers. So does that. Huh. And this one too. Let's see. Norfolk, Virginia. Alrighty. I always remember this. The difference here is the little white next to the building. Is the differentiator between these two stamps. 61 to 66 regular issues. New York block. Boca Raton. Somewhere, 1981. Bryantville, Massachusetts. Actually pretty legible, that one. Des Moines, Iowa, I think is going to be this block. These are a bunch of blocks of 4. Here we have some booklet panes. Number 1213A. It's a booklet pane of 5 with the label. The label says, "Your mailman deserves your help. Keep harmful objects out of your letters." This is actually a first day issue booklet pane as well. It's got a nice cancel. So it's worth about $2. Here's another booklet pane about $2. We just got some regular issues. Daytona Beach once again, with some additional blocks and whatnot. 1963 commemoratives. Alrighty, so I got a whole bunch of blocks of different ones here. And I can't easily read the postmark on pretty much any of those. But, yeah, excuse me. There they are. Let's see, Emancipation Proclamation in the nation. All right, cool. So 1963 commemoratives. Interesting that that one's empty. I must have put something there and then realized it didn't belong, so I took it out. That happened a couple times to me. I was like, whoa, wait, why did I put that there? Crap. I'll have to put something else there. Okay. Hillsdale. Is that, no, New Jersey. Hillsdale, New Jersey. It's upside down. Pray for peace slogan. Whole bunch of these birds. Bunch of blocks there. 1964 commemoratives. That looks like Cleveland. Daytona. Not sure. Nasty pen cancel there. Or marker cancel, actually. It looks like a permanent marker. This one says 64. And New York World's Fair stamp block. Alright. Had a whole bunch of these. These are all just blocks of this Christmas stamp. That's a first day issue block. Something New York, okay. 1965. Portland, must be Oregon, I'm guessing. What does that say? Cuttingsville, Vermont. It's upside down. Probably should have slipped that in the other way. Oh well. Nice. 65 commemoratives there. It's so easy to look at all this, but you know, to actually sort out these stamps and take the time and put them all in here and try and fit everything right, and it's what took so long. So putting all this stuff in here. Now, some of these I did hinge in myself because these are all super common, let's be honest. I'm not really going to cry about reducing the value from 20 cents to 10 cents or something. You know, there's a point where it costs money for all those mounts, and so I did start hinging stuff. I mean, it's a lot of stamps to fill up this blank space. It's just, I spent hundreds of dollars on mounts, and I burned through all of them and had to buy more, and was just like, geez, I need to hinge things because it's just too much money. I'd love to have a mount on every, mount every single one of these, but it just gets to be a lot through all 4 of these albums I'm making. So this is a Daytona cancel block there. It's a plate block. Another plate block. Daytona Beach again. Daytona Beach, Daytona Beach, Daytona Beach. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I keep on yawning. It's not that this is boring. I just am so early. So, I haven't had breakfast yet. Let's see here. Trying to read that. Can't quite make out what that says. Somethingville. Kind of sloppy postmarks. Either can or can't make them out, you know. I can't see much of. Oh, so that's a. This must be a booklet pane or something. I'm not sure. But this is the Prominent American series. There's Einstein. Kind of this one filled out. Oh, okay, so this is 65 to 81 Prominent American series. There's like a whole slew of different blocks here. Yeah. Oh, wow. How cool is that? So this strip of, I guess, 8 here with Frederick Douglass. It sure looks like fancy cancels to me. And there's one on each one. How cool. I actually really like that. Maybe I'll bring you down so you can see that one better. Pretty neat, huh? That's the most recent fancy cancel that I've seen in this album. I didn't even know they were still using fancy cancels at that point in time. We're you know, we're a little bit recent already here in the 60s to the 80s and whatnot. So that's surprising to me. So that's definitely my favorite item on the page. That's Los Angeles cancel. Not sure what that was, but it looked like some kind of weird slogan cancel. Just a bunch of blocks. Bunch of prominent Americans. Let's continued here with Coil stamps. Horizontal and vertical. Missing a couple. 1966 commemoratives. Still more space to fill in this album. I'm not done. I'm going to do it with enough years. I'll fill her out good. So look at that imperfect souvenir sheet, and I do have a few of them here. I'll cut out that was actually used. Kind of cool. You can see where it came from. 66 commemoratives. Yep. More 66 commemoratives. Sorry about this, guys. It's not a perfect world with my camera setup, but I do try. Okay, so. Okay, this says, "We meet the challenge." That's a slogan cancel on these dog stamps, that block there. Daytona Beach, Florida. Plate block. Pretty sure that's Daytona. Okay, New York, New York. Plant for a more beautiful America. Sound advice. That's another Daytona plate block in the corner here. Some nice looking commemoratives. Wow, geez. That was unexpected. Okay, so that was it. For the regular commemoratives and regular releases, we're on to Airmail. So let's see what I've got here. I think it's a little loosey-goosey. I don't really like that. But, so 35 to 37, 38, and then 39. Take a look over here. Nice plate block. I'll say it's $7. C23. Always thought that was a pretty stamp. This eagle. I like the blue and red. This is canceled Seattle, Washington. It says Terminal Annex. Seattle, Washington, Terminal Annex. I got 2 of them. And so these are just a bunch of plate blocks of C23. This has a slogan here. Almost looks like a slogan. Can't tell. This is Canal, maybe Canal Street. Pretty cool Airmail ink stamp on a duplex. Oh, neato. So this one says Pearl Harbor on this China Clipper over at the Pacific stamp. Actually got a Pearl Harbor cancel. That's probably the only Pearl Harbor cancel I have. I don't know if I've ever seen another stamp I own with a Pearl Harbor cancel. Well, so that's mint hinged. These actually look in pretty good shape. These are definitely used, those 2. This looks like it says Yakima. Yakima. It's a 1939 cancel. No idea where Yakima is. Wow, yeah, a lot of stuff in here. I forget. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh, cool. Okay, so this one's an Army cancel. U.S. Army Postal Service, APO, 1946 on this Airmail piece here. Whole bunch of plate blocks. Some unused, some used Church Street Annex. Church Street Annex. They're all three of these are Church Street Annex. That's an Alaska postmark. Alaska. Pretty cool. I can understand how airmails would get around more, have different postmarks, right? Let's see. Alamo. I'm not sure. Something ME. California. Oakland, California. Washington. Church Street Station, New York. Long Island. Church Street. Somethingsburg, Michigan. Pretty looking airmail stamps, 41 to 44. So I got 1946 airmail. I got a little airmail label here. First day issue block there from Washington, D.C. This is Minneapolis, Minnesota. This block, several cancels on that thing. Just a bunch of airmail. Whoopsie. You got one that's stuck. Wonder why it's stuck to it. Well. Welcome home, buddy. That's where you're supposed to be. So yeah, bunch of plate blocks. Like usual. Oh, neato. Okay, so Augusta, Georgia, or Augusta, maybe California. I think it's Georgia though. And then this one is a cool cancel. So this is C39A. I'm guessing a booklet pane. It says first day of issue, ASDA National Postage Stamp Show Station. That's a cool cancel. These are first day issue. Reading. I think it says. I'm not sure actually. Okay, what are these? What do we got? Kansas. Another airmail label. That's cool. Can't really read that. Providence. It must be Rhode Island. Another random airmail label. Pray for Peace slogan cancel. This is something. Oh, probably Tacoma, Washington. I used to live up around that area. We were in Issaquah. Tacoma was still a drive, but you could get there. Okay, 1949 airmails. This is like IND, so it says Fort Way, I think, Indianapolis, maybe. Indiana, maybe, actually, come to think of it. Nice plate blocks, some other stuff, extras. Kind of mute cancel. Only missing one little coil stamp. 1952 to 4 airmails. So this plate block, excuse me, that's a plate block of 4 on the number C50. It's worth $1. We got a C54 plate block of 4, $1.60. Mint never hinged. Almost looks like there's some kind of stain there. Maybe a smudge. Mint never hinge goes right out the window real quick in the stamp world, doesn't it? So there's another plate block. Plate block, that's the first day issue. There. Another plate block. Actually, there's a couple of plate blocks in there. I stacked them up. 59 airmails. So that's the first day of list. I'll start with this first day of issue. Alaska. It says Juneau, Alaska. 1959, first issue. That's cool. Appropriate. It's an Alaska statehood stamp. Nice to have an Alaska first day issue. Cancel for that stamp. A big old block of, what is this, 9 here? Daytona Beach. Some totally random stragglers just hanging out. Nice fancy cancel. It's a really old documentary stamp. We saw some of those in my first album. Kind of neat lines with the numeral, little manuscript, and horizontal lines. I just put these all in here for fun. Not sure. Cool. So, boy, if I could get my fingers to work. On to the next page. 1960. This is C64B is for $3. Oh, it is. Must be a booklet pane. It has the label. Add zip to your mail. Always use zip code. For those of you who don't know, ZIP stands for Zone Improvement Plan. And it's where they started basically sectioning things in the United States into zones to help us mail things. So this is a Kansas City. Cancel. More blocks. Rochester, New York. This looks like it says Seffner, Florida. 62. Okay. 63. Okay, well, this is totally random. A big giant chunk of Easter seals from 1985. This must just be pretty much a space filler. Then we have a plate block of 4 for $1 for this U.S. Airmail stamp. Amelia Earhart. Most people are familiar with her. She's pretty great. Or she was. This is a slogan cancel. Defeat muscular dystrophy. Support, I think, the AMDA. American Muscular Dystrophy Association. I'm guessing. Okay, I think that will be it. Okay, so that was it. For the regular album now, this is just the back of the book, and I just took the liberty to try and fill out these blank pages with all kinds of different goodies, just because what the hell. So, New York Central Station, block of 6 there, pretty cool. We got a Chicago, Illinois pre-cancel. It says MW-August 60. Another New York pre-cancel says B.S. November 56. Interesting. Ashford, North Carolina, cancel. 1950 Washington, D.C. 1938 Washington, D.C. This one, Tri-State Philatelic Exhibition Station in Evansville, Indiana. 1950. That was at an exhibition. That's cool. New York Grand Central Station. Some beautiful fancy cancels. Love those. Church Street. Flushings, New York. Phoenix, Arizona. Sheboygan, Wisconsin or something. Chicago Railroad Fair. RPO 1949. That's killer. Definitely like that. And it's all kinds of different stuff. Altoona. Cancel. I have no idea where Altoona is. Denver. I was born at Denver General. Nice fancy cancels there. New York on these. I think these were C23s. So this here is a booklet pane. A complete booklet pane. U.S. Telegraph stamps. Don't ask me about those. I don't know much about telegraph stamps at all. Actually, nothing. Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Amali, B.I., 1937. These are some $5 postage dues. Some random strips. Those are pretty common ones down there. Nice pages. I like these pages. They're pretty. And alrighty, the Space Needle, the World's Fair. I've been up in the Space Needle and ate at the restaurant up at the top. Fantastic. If you ever go there to Seattle and you want to check out the Space Needle, have yourself a really nice meal while you're slowly turning and getting a panoramic, gosh darn it, view of the city. It was really cool. I still have like some photo memory of being in the restaurant in the Space Needle. You ride the elevator all the way up and it just spins really slowly and it's just a unique thing. It was a nice restaurant and the food was good and all that. So I do recommend the Space Needle if any of you end up there. Let's see here. A little tiny stamp hidden here. Kids say the darndest things. By Art Linkletter. It says value $2.95 in public organization education. Huh. That's a Chicago cancel. There's just a bunch of Airmail plate block pieces here. Providence. I can't tell. Washington, Flushing, New York. Well, I said Flushings before, so it's just Flushing. Seattle. Okay. Fancy cancels. Whoa, whole bunch of fancy cancels. Whole bunch of these 50-center William Howard Taft stamps with just all a bunch of fancy cancels on there. This says Spooner, Wisconsin. Oh, Spooner, Wisconsin. On that. Yeah, this looks almost like a booklet pane, but I don't think so. This might be an actual booklet pane. It says 424D 750. Nothing totally crazy. This has some actual script on it. This is a documentary stamp. Oh boy, a lot of stuff in here. Daytona Beach cancel, first day issue. Couple of random old Washingtons here. Nice plate block with a 9086 cancel. Philadelphia on that guy. Slogan cancel, always use your zip code. That has a fancy cancel. New Haven, Connecticut. Excuse me. A couple of Grand Central Annex on this block and a couple of John Dewey blocks. Then there's some nice postage due plate block. I actually identified some of this. J69, 760 for, oh, it's $1.90 per stamp. So I said 760 for a block. J74, $2 each, so this should be an $8 block of 4. I don't know if that's how it works in the catalog, but that's how my mind worked when I did this. Kind of cool looking cancel here, but it's kind of mute. Chicago, Illinois. This is an envelope stamp from 1999. Totally random stuff, man. I just took whatever I wanted and filled this out here. So we're nearly done. Just a bunch more blocks. Hicksville, New York. Oh, cool. Smokey the Bear stamp. New York cancel. That's a first day issue. This says Greentown. I think Ohio. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Cleveland, Ohio, DPO. Button Bay Station. First day of issue on this beautiful Girl Scout stamp. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Well, is that it? Oh, nope, that's not it. There's more. I thought I was done. So, okay, New York 83 on this Franklin D. Roosevelt stamp. What is this? This is looks like a cutout. This is McKinley, 1 cent postage. It's been used. It's definitely old. It's imperforate. That's kind of intriguing, that one. Maybe that was on a postcard or something. Okay, New York cancel. New York station cancel. Yeah, man, geez, a bunch of different blocks. Some are plate blocks and some aren't. Yeah, I can't quite read some of them. North Carolina, something North Carolina, Duke Station. This is Cleveland, Ohio. Washington. That one's California, Los Angeles, I think. Bronx, New York, 85. These are pre-cancel blocks of 8, I guess. Fayette, Ohio. That's a meter mail. Boston, Massachusetts. Fairly old design. Since I did a video, I do know some of them now. And that's older. It's not the earliest, but it's definitely an older design with that eagle. It's more Fayette, Ohio. Daytona Beach again there. This looks like Massachusetts, Boston. This for defense stamp there. A completely random non-profit stamp. Funny. So this is the last page. This is it here. The final bit. And what do we got? We'll start at the top here. Portland, Oregon. Some bird stamps. I can't read that. Random Washington. Big old nice Bellefonte stamp. Something circle. I can't quite tell. Daytona Beach, 1995. Batavia, New York. Looks like 54. Totally random first class stamps. Season's greetings. We got a big horizontal strip from 1986. It looks like the cancel says of this Washington stamp, and then towards United Nations stamp blocks here. This one has my fancy cancel that I love so much. This one too. Oh, I don't know about the one behind, but well, that'll do it, folks. That was it for this album. So that's as far as I've gotten with it so far. And just like always, everything's a work in progress. But like I said previously, I've been building 4 albums simultaneously, and so it's a lot of work. It just takes a lot of time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed a look through this guy. I assume, why not the next album next week? And so this one, 35 to 66. So the other one will pick up in 1967, and I think it's going to go into the 80s. Yeah, 67 to 81 will be the next album. So we'll take a look at that next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and take care. I'll see you later. Goodbye.